pleased you are here and we want to thank you for watching our videos. As you probably know by now, we donate all the money we earn from YouTube to charities doing amazing work in Cambodia, and you are helping us earn this money just by watching. In the description of our videos you can see how much we've earned from YouTube and where the money's going. This week we have another fantastic collaboration, this time with Robin from Robin in Cambodia. Now Robin is a man after our hearts. He has supported a lot of local people with his own money. He's from California, but his parents are refugees from the Khmer New Year. He's full-time in Cambodia now and making some really entertaining content. Want to see a massive dog bite him on the arm? There's a video. Want to see him trying archery in Cambodia? There's a video. Want to see him eating our favourite dumplings in our favourite restaurant in Phnom Penh? There's a video, but it's too upsetting for us to watch. Want to see him meeting locals and helping them out with some cash? There are several videos on that topic. There's also something that makes today's ride a little greener, and it's nothing to do with the fact that Robin went to the same high school as Snoop Dogg. That's a fact. Robin's riding an electric bike. Let's get started with this news moto with a difference. Today is Wednesday the 6th of April 2022 and we're going to get straight to the money shot today. The Phnom Penh Post ran an article yesterday with the juicy headline, "International border entries might reopen for New Year." Authorities in Banteay Meanchey and their Thai counterparts from Sa Kaeo province are discussing the possibility of reopening the Poipet International Border Checkpoint to allow people to travel during the upcoming Khmer New Year holiday. A provincial spokesman said Cambodia and Thailand celebrate a similar Sangkran on the day of the New Year, so that day we will allow people in and out. I met with the provincial authorities a few days ago. The provinces of Banteay Meanchey and Sa Kaeo have agreed to allow entry and exit, but only for the border areas. Visitors cannot visit Bangkok, for example, he said. He also said before COVID-19, people living in the two provinces often cross the border to enjoy the New Year. Now that the government has given permission to celebrate the New Year, migrant workers are returning in greater numbers. The spokesman said on average between 150 and 250 workers return home each day. As Khmer New Year approaches, those numbers are growing and up to 400 are entering the province each day at the moment. So what does all this mean for foreigners wanting to cross the land border at Poipet? In essence, nothing at this stage, but the relaxing of rules is a really good indication that conversations are happening and the border could be opened at any time. So be ready. After the last couple of news motos, I had questions from unvaccinated people wanting to know what quarantine rules are for them right now. Do they have to pre-book a hotel? Do they still have to pay the $2,000 deposit? Will they be sent to a government facility to do their 14 days quarantine? I went to the best available source, the Cambodia Visa and Work Permit Facebook group, to find the answer, and it turns out to be an either-or situation. All unvaccinated foreigners must have either a pre-booked ASQ hotel or pay the $2,000 deposit at a designated bank on arrival to cover the COVID quarantine-related expenses. If you choose to pay the deposit, rather than booking your own hotel, the quarantine costs will be deducted and you'll be refunded whatever is left. You can't choose your own hotel outside of the ASQ list. You can Google and find the list. Some of those hotels will be less than $2,000 for the 14 days and some are quite a bit more. Nationals of Cambodia can quarantine for free at a government facility or opt for hotel quarantine at their own expense. Just a reminder that is for unvaccinated people only. There is a fake Cambodian princess on the loose and she's heading towards Thailand. Border guards in the eastern province of Surin are on the lookout for an alleged Cambodian princess, an imposter, after catching wind that she plans to travel to Bangkok to attend private parties with police. An alert was issued on Tuesday about the princess's con, and local authorities were requested to enforce the rules if she tried to enter the country. But here's the kicker, the princess doesn't exist. The alert describes a woman who claims to be the so-called Princess Kosama Tevi Norodom of Cambodia, but in fact, Cambodia's royal family doesn't even have a princess with this name, according to the Thai embassy in Phnom Penh. The alert says that the imposter looks like a woman who previously claimed to be another Cambodian princess and last visited Thailand in 2017 under a regular passport. As Khmer New Year draws closer, preparations are well underway. Many of Phnom Penh's departments and units are involved in getting the city ready for celebrations. The authorities of the Garden and Plant Unit of the Department of Public Works have set up 30 mobile toilets in preparation for the tourists expected to flock to the city. Aside from installation of the toilets, the unit has also been preparing public parks by trimming the grass and the trees. The drainage and pumping unit has plans to spray water to wash the roads, sidewalks and parks. The electricity and public lighting unit of the Department of Public Works and Transport of Phnom Penh is sorting out the lights and decorations in parks throughout the city. The Department of Culture and Fine Arts of Phnom Penh is busy organising traditional and contemporary art performances. Unfortunately, the Ministry of Cults and Religions was not mentioned. Moving up north, ticket sales for the Angkor Archaeological Park are up in the first quarter of 2022. No surprise there, I guess. This is important because these ticket sales are used as a barometer for tourism in the kingdom. Sales are up by more than 300% compared to the same period last year, and so far this year, 20,000 tickets have been purchased. There were less than 5,000 in the same quarter last year, and in March alone this year, 8,000 tickets have been sold. This is great news for Siem Reap and everyone there who relies on tourism. And visitors to Siem Reap will soon be able to fly into the brand new airport, maybe as soon as next year. Construction is currently over 20% complete, with the runway expected to be done sometime in May this year. The new Siem Reap Angkor International Airport is a Category 4E airport with a runway measuring 3,600 metres and a width of 45 metres. This categorisation allows the airport's runway to accommodate large aircraft, commonly utilised for intercontinental flights. The existing airport is only about 7 kilometres from Pub Street, whereas this new one is in the opposite direction and over 50 kilometres away. You used to be able to contact your mate, get him to order a beer for you, and by the time you arrived it would still be cold. I don't think that would be the case with the new airport though. Let's investigate some criminal activity now. Chaos has erupted in an otherwise peaceful village. A flight and subsequent chase by a group of hippies caused disturbance and chaos in a peaceful village. Before you go imagining the Beatles at the height of their ashram visiting days, I don't think that's quite what they mean. The incident took place in a village in Sa Kaeo province, and the fight happened between two gangs and broke out in Banteay Primary and Secondary School. Witnesses said that after the fight broke out, the two gangs began chasing each other on motos, causing villagers to panic and run into their homes. The gangs were chasing each other while brandishing weapons such as rods and knives, and they started fighting at the village centre. Not a peace pipe in sight. In Phnom Penh, police are searching for a runaway driver and his bodyguards after they absconded following a high-speed crash. Surprise, surprise. Witnesses report that a black Ford Ranger wheel track car was seen travelling along Route 1003 from east to west at high speed. When it arrived at the scene, the car suddenly hit the side of the road, hitting a billboard and then a tree, causing severe damage. After the smash, the car owner immediately got out of the car and instructed his bodyguard to remove the license plate. They then got into another car and escaped from the scene. After a while, a private crane, seemingly ordered by the driver, appeared and removed the vehicle. And we will end today's news moto shortly. A Cambodian YouTuber called Teacher Dwarf has been ordered to stop posting online videos. Why, you might ask? Surely he was using the platform to give his students some extra tuition. Apparently not. The teacher of short stature has been ordered by authorities to stop posting online videos after he appeared to eat cow dung on YouTube. The 29-year-old teacher who posts as Teacher Dwarf sprung to notoriety after he appeared to eat cow dung, although he admitted that he did not actually eat the dung, but instead only chocolate he had concealed underneath the dung. The videos of this and similar antics have been posted online to earn money via YouTube monetization, and they are reported to have earned Teacher Dwarf and his confederates over $20,000 in the last 2 years. Clearly we're doing something wrong. Kandal Province Police have ordered Teacher Dwarf to sign a contract to stop these activities and publicly apologise for his wrongdoing and that of his accomplices. According to the Commissioner, the actions of this person could affect public order and social security. In particular, the cow dung eating video is inappropriate and affects the leadership of the royal government by claiming that people have no food. It's interesting when you think of the spin that can be put on these stories. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this week's news. You're now up to date with all of the most important and interesting events in the kingdom. Thank you for watching. Links to the stories mentioned will be in the pinned comment as always, and the description of this video contains links to other channels making content about Cambodia, so be sure to check them out. Thanks once again to Robin for providing this fantastic green ride for us today. Don't forget to go and check his YouTube channel out and subscribe and watch his videos. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We're back.